Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Insight. My name is Stella Vidal, and I'm here with Whitney. Hi, Whitney.
Hello.
And Sandy. How are you, ladies?
I'm back.
You're back.
I know.
And looking better than ever, right?
Oh, yeah. You always look better every time I see you, girl. This week is a very fantastic week for Miami. We are actually celebrating the second win for the Miami Heat.
That's right. You know what? I'm not a huge basketball fan, but I'm happy that the Heat are winning. I'm in the city. The city is alive. But what's this thing I heard about Dwayne Wade?
I know. He was suffering with migraines, and he missed the last practice. And then he showed up at the game, so we're all very excited, and we're celebrating that the trio was going to be playing together.
Finally.
Yeah, let me not say too many things about this trio. But what I also heard about Dwayne Wade was that everyone was wearing white shirts, right? Because it was like a whiteout game or something. That those shirts made his migraine worse because his eyes are sensitive to light. Just get your butt to practice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, take an Excedrin.
Yeah, take an Excedrin or 2 or 4 and get your butt to practice.
You know what? I've suffered from migraines before, and let me tell you, they suck.
Yeah.
They're terrible. You just want to close your eyes and shut yourself in a little black room and have nobody speak to you. So
Yeah, that's true. I've had migraines before.
Yeah,
we can cope with you, Dwayne.
Yeah,
A little bit.
He showed up and scored 14 points.
Exactly. We're still winning, right?
Yeah, we're still winning. But I mean, can you really sympathize that much? I mean, how much money is he making? Like you said, get your
That's
butt to
true. I mean, it's not like
practice.
he's getting docked
Take an
$10
Excedrin.
for missing practice.
yeah.
And if he was getting docked $10, I think he could live.
Yeah, I don't care how bad his migraine was. Well, maybe I don't know. I'm not what is basketball? I'm not huge, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not a huge fan.
But speaking of sports, what's really interesting is the fact that so many guys that, I know or have spoken to, they really enjoy a woman who can take the sporty side a little bit with them.
I agree.
If you can go out with your guy and go to the bar and have some wings, I do it because I love the food, okay? Go to the bar, have some wings, some potato skins, some cheesy fries, loaded cheesy fries, and mozzarella sticks. You'll be on their good side for a pretty long time, right?
How many girls do you think actually do it because the boyfriend, or they're actually interested?
I think very few women
few.
actually are interested. It used to make me so crazy in college when those girls would be like, "Oh, I'm so into college football," and they show up to all the games and the parties, and they're like, "Oh, I know exactly what's," and I'm just, but they're always in the group of guys. They're like, "Oh, I know exactly what's going on," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure you do."
Those types of girls have another agenda,
Yeah.
obviously,
That's-
right?
That's what I always
Well,
say.
wait a minute. I'm that girl. So are you hating?
That showed up to all the
Yeah,
college
a
football
little
games.
bit.
That's not a
Yeah,
problem.
so
Showing
you-
up to all the, because I showed up to most of the college football, 95% of them when I was in school.
Well, I did too.
The problem is being in the middle of all those, the college football players and trying to be all, oh, I love what
groupie,
you
the
do."
groupie, yeah.
The groupie, the H word, all of those other things. I mean, let's, call it what it is. But if you go up to all the games, if you truly enjoy the game of football, I do. I love college football. I watch it on Saturdays during the season. That's a different story.
I think maybe the way to tell the difference is just ask them some random question about the team and see how they do. They probably have
That's a
no
good
idea.
idea. No,
Right?
that's a good idea.
Yeah, but some girls are just interested just in the sport,
Yeah.
like in
Yeah.
The
basketball.
vibe and the whole adventure. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly.
Some, but I'm sure that number is really small. Well, I don't know. I can only speak for myself. I'm not huge.
Well, you don't like sports, right?
person. No, not really.
Is there any sport that you like that you would actually sit in front of the TV and say, "Oh, this game is coming on,
Like
let me
me
watch
on
it"?
my own, or trying to impress somebody?
You on your own?
Because no,
Yeah.
No.
no, there's not a single sport that I would sit in front of the TV and watch.
Have you played any sports?
No, no, not a big.
That could be a
sport.
contribution.
It could be, yeah. Well, I watch a little bit of golf now because my husband is a huge golfer,
Okay.
golf fan. We went to a couple of the tournaments at Doral when they were here.
Oh yeah.
When I was in college, I followed the college football a little bit, but as soon as I graduated, I haven't watched a single game. Really? Yeah. I did baseball for a little while, but
Yeah.
only if
baseball's fun.
you go to the game. I
I
can't
think
watch
baseball.
it on TV.
I cannot stand baseball. I think it's so boring. Maybe because growing up in gym class, I always had to put the ball on a tee in order to hit it. I could never hit the ball freehand. I could never. Up
Have you
until
guys
6th
seen
grade.
Talking about baseball, have you seen the Marlins Stadium coming up and how amazing it looks?
Yes. It's
Wow.
beautiful. It is
Where-
beautiful.
no, I haven't.
No,
seen
it's
it.
right off of 95, and
Really?
they are building a state-of-the-art stadium. I actually went in there pre-construction to check it out, and they have down by the plate. They have a pool.
Like a swimming pool?
They have
really
a
cool.
swimming pool, a bar. You can hang out, watch the game,
You're kidding.
drink
Really
some
cool.
beer, and on top of that, they have a whole aquarium that is like lined up the whole field. And it has a marine life in there. And you
Wow.
can actually walk by and see like
Yeah,
That
I've
I
seen
would
some
do.
pictures, but I haven't been to the
You
actual
can
site.
like
That's
you
really
can
cool.
actually like swim in the pool during
swim
the
in
game.
the pool and watch.
That I would do.
Yeah, absolutely.
That I would do.
really, really cool.
You know, I saw this lady, well, to switch gears a little bit. I saw
No
this
problem.
lady at the mall yesterday. She was a pregnant woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe about 7-8 months. She's wearing like this shirt that comes like down to kind of like her belly button. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And like part of her belly's like sticking out. What do you guys think about that? I think that's just so.
You said, was she pregnant?
She was pregnant,
Oh.
like 7.5 to 8 months. She had to be, unless she's just one of those women who get an extra big belly on the 4th month. You know what I mean?
Yeah, It's
But I
kind of
just-
like sometimes you just don't want to look at that.
Yeah, and
kinda
it's a little
grosses me
disturbing
out.
sometimes, right?
Yeah, it kind of
Like
grosses
keep
me out.
that private, and it's supposed to be something that's really
Yeah.
private.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean,
You-
I kind of get grossed out when I see a normal woman walking down the street with her belly hanging out.
Exactly. I mean, you're pregnant, so it's not like you really have to show your bare skin for us
Yeah.
to see that you're pregnant,
Right.
Right? Anything that you wear will obviously show.
Right. You know, like when I was pregnant, I was in pretty good shape and I was pretty proud of it, but I'm with you. It was a very private thing for me to actually show you my belly. When I had my bathing suit on, I was a little self-conscious, but you know, I wasn't trying to hide it. You know?
Right.
So I don't know. I think it depends on if you're really like overly obese and hairy and stuff, perhaps you should keep it, you know, inside.
Keep your
But if
hairy
you're
navel
proud-
to yourself.
Yes.
That is
But if you're, you know, if you're looking good and you're proud
Right.
of the way you look, you know, showing it off might be okay. You know.
But did you have
Even
it sticking
pregnant?
out? Like,
No, I had
That's
tight
different.
shirts that.
No,
that
but
would-
that's- I think
What
that's
about the
okay.
Hollywood girls that that are posing in front of cameras and showing off their nude
I just
bodies?
think, you know what? I think in certain instances it's okay to have that tight shirt on. You want to show your belly bump. You don't have to hide it.
Right.
I think it's cute sometimes. But I also, I don't know, it's just so much cuter to me and so much more maternal when you have like that little Winnie the Pooh top, from where, or a little top with flowers on it. Like I just think it's so cute. It just looks so.
I saw a
like
girl that had a T-shirt on and she was very pregnant, and it was a happy face, that the little yellow happy face. It was perfectly round, and it had a little smile on it. So I thought
Yeah,
it was
it's
cute.
cute,
That was
exactly.
cute. Coming up next, more about bellies and ways to keep them nice and tight. Don't miss this.